catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. And out of bounds there on the kick. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. That'll be complete to Cook. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Well, the pressure gets home and the AFC comes up with a sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Flushed out right. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it was past the line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
NFC nothing.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10. At their own 30.
Patrick Mahomes and the AFC ready to go on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Shoves past another. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Derrick Henry.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Derrick Henry shreds the tackle. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Running from the gun with Henry. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A 2-yard gain. It's
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
NFC nothing.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And nowhere to go. he's going to be stopped behind the line. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
To throw again, Rodgers being chased out left. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and the AFC will have it 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. It's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it again with Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This is Henry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll find Metcalf. It'll be a gain of 11, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt.
I'm honed in on this, getting this right, and I'm still thinking about Gordon Ramsay burger. That gave me that drive to know that my mentor, the man who's right here inspiring me, I have to do this. Get this burger out to the next level. For sure. That way you start elimination, yeah? For sure. Right, all of you, what goes well with a burger? Potato, chef. Potato